But what I will do, I'll share with you another tip. Some people might know it, some people might not. But just in case you don't know, I've never said this on my video yet, but if you're keeping them and they're growing to this size, a little tip, what I do, you all right, everyone? Well, today I'm going to plant out my giant Atlantic pumpkin for Elaine's Giant Atlantic Pumpkin Challenge for the allotment joy. I don't know if you can see this in the camera yet. You will see it when I get it to here. But a little tip for anybody that's never grown pumpkins or squash or whatever, if you haven't grown them before, chances are you'll want to put them out and they'll be a lot smaller than what mine are. So just a little tip for you. If you find your first 2 true leaves, yeah, the biggest one of those 2 will be the first true leaf to come onto your plant. Yeah. So whichever way you want your vine to grow, you have your first true leaf in the opposite direction. So I'm wanting mine to grow this way towards the camera. So my first true leaf will be at this end of the bed facing down. Yeah, if I wanted it to trail that way, I would put the first true leaf facing that way. That's just a little tip in case anybody wasn't sure. Mine, I really don't need that tip because it's at the stage you can see where it's trailing. But I'm going to dig a hole and get it ready, and then we'll just see what happens from there. Because I'm wanting it to grow that way, so I'm just going to make the hole closer to this edge. It makes that much easier. I'll try and lift this up to show you the root system on it. You know, it's got fantastic roots on it, but it's a bit heavy and I don't want to damage it. So turn it that way because I want this one facing that way and I want that facing that way. So but once I'm finished, this will get a good drink. And the temperature is supposed to get a little bit chilly tonight. Chillier than what I would have actually have liked the weather to have been for this. But it was getting so big, was taking up the middle, the space in the middle of my tomato room. And obviously I needed it out. So I will be putting a fleece on it tonight, pin the fleece down to keep it, the frost off it, or the really cold weather. The fence nearly went there with my fat weight. You know that I had 2 of these plants. This was the biggest. I've gave one to Mick and Dawn next door here for the granddaughter Rosie. I've actually got it on the picnic table, which we call the committee bench. But this is my final entry for the Atlantic Giant Pumpkin Growing Challenge. I won't be using the other one. Whether this dies or not, that's Mick and Dawn's, nothing to do with me now. You know, I've brought on good for them. Where's that here? That's zoomed in, by the way. I'll unzoom it for you. Yeah, but as I was saying, if I wanted to lift that over, as you can see, it's over the edge and into the other planter. So that's it on me. Thank you very much for taking the time again to watch this video. Elaine, that's my pumpkin. Cheers everyone. Bye for now.